popping, y'all? It's your girl J Monroe, and I am back at it again with another video. So today we are going to be bleaching and plucking my wig. So I have my BW2 developer, my BW2 bleach and my volume 20 developer. And what you're gonna do is you're just gonna get a container and mix those together. Make sure you have gloves, and if you want, you could wear a face mask because the smell of the bleach is very, very, very strong, you guys. But I pretty much use that whole packet. You could get it from the beauty supply store. And now I'm adding in my developer. You don't want it to be too runny because then it will slip through your lace and you're going to over bleach your knots, which you do not want. It's not going to look right. So you want it to be kind of like ice cream, like not the hard ice cream, but like the soft kind. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But yeah, just mix it together. And when you have it at the consistency, I can't say that word. When you have it at the consistency, there we go. When you have it at the consistency that you want, you're just going to spread it all over the lace. From the front where the edges are all the way to the back where the lace meets the actual wig. And just keep spreading it around. I'm using a butter knife. You can use a knife, a popsicle stick, anything you want to. It really, really doesn't matter. Then I'm going to let it sit for about 20 minutes or so. What I would recommend doing is set a timer for like 7 minutes and then just keep looking back and checking it until your knots are bleached. You're just going to rinse all of the bleach off of the wig. And then you're going to want to use a purple shampoo to tone down the brassiness of the wig and make it look more natural, because sometimes after you bleach the knots, they could tend to have this like orange-ish tint to them, which we don't want. So just use a purple shampoo to wash the bleach out. Okay, once you're done with that, now we are going to start plucking the wig. I definitely recommend plucking your wig. This will just make it look more natural and look like scalp. A lot of wigs, even though they say they're pre-plucked, they still are kind of a little bit too thick, so I recommend plucking them. What you're going to want to do is part off a small section of hair at the front, like just the very front layer, so that you're not plucking right at the front of the hairline, because then you will basically just be making the hairline recede and you'll begin to push it back. So part that section off and then take a pair of tweezers and just start plucking hairs out. Just start plucking hairs out. Don't pluck too much, because there is a such thing as over plucking, and that can make your wig look like it has bald spots. So don't pluck too much, but just pluck a good enough amount so that it starts to look more thin, and then just keep repeating that. So after you pluck a good amount off, part it again and pluck some more, and then keep going back. I would say do that, part off about a good 4 sections. So part, pluck, 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 part, pluck, 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 and keep going until it's giving arrogant tape plucked it for you. You guys, so the wig was actually too small for my head. So what I did was I just cut the lace away from the cap. So as you could see, the lace of the wig is separate from the cap of the wig. But this wig is from MEGALOOK hair, and they also sent me some lashes, a wig cap. I really, really like when hair companies send wig caps. Like, I feel like that's the least they could do. An edge brush and Like, I think they gave me a scarf. Oh, yeah, a clip. Did they give me a scarf? Oh, well, no, I guess they just gave me a clip. Oh, well, that must have been another company. But now what I'm doing is I'm just separating the part of the wig that I'm going to need to cut off because it comes past my ear. You want to cut in a straight line from the point of your ear, not the point of your ear, but the part of your ear that's connected to your head, if that makes sense. Like, not the little elf tip of your ear, but you see where I cut it at, like from the, I don't know what that part of your ear is called, but yeah, I cut it from there in a straight line. And make sure you do that on both sides. And then I'm going to take a powder foundation. Powder. I do not recommend using liquid. Use a powder. And put it all over the lace of the wig. I also put it on my ball cap, as you can see. But put it all over the lace, especially the front part. And this is what's going to make it look like scalp. So the glue I used was Bold Hold Liquid Gold. And y'all, I made the mistake so y'all don't have to. I do not recommend this glue at all. Now, the regular Bold Hold, yes, use it. It works great. I love it. But this liquid gold stuff, this new stuff they got right here, I do not recommend it at all. It seeped through the lace. It made the hair crunchy. I had to take the wig off and wash it and pretty much redo it. But yeah, this glue, it was just, it's not it. It's not it. I don't recommend using it. Only thing I would recommend it for is like if you're just touching your wig up, like if a little bit of it lifts and you just want to sit it down. But if it gets on the hair, it completely like, it seeps through the lace and it just made the hair so crunchy. Like, I had to end up wetting it and combing it out and all of that. So I don't recommend this glue at all. Just get you the regular Bold Hold. Don't do it to yourself. Don't do what I did. I made the mistake so y'all don't have to. So don't be like me. But anyways, back to the install. So right now I'm just blow drying it. Another thing with this glue, you don't really have to blow dry it, but I didn't know that. So I'm blow drying it and then putting the wig on. I cut it into 3 sections so then I could lay the lace down. And then you see me just pulling that front section down and pressing my hair into it. And eventually that hair did end up kind of getting stuck to the glue, as I said, which is why I don't recommend this lace glue at all. And the reason that the lace, it kind of looks a little bumpy, I guess you could say, or not bumpy, but it's not completely smooth, is because I did cut it away from the cap a bit too far. So make sure that if your wig is too small and you decide to do the method that I did, just be very careful how far you cut it away from the cap. And then I'm going to tie it down with an elastic band. I decided to do a side swoop, like a side part with like a little curve. When you're doing side parts on a 13x4, you want to curve the part. Like you see how my part isn't exactly straight, but it has a little curve to it. And this will give the illusion that your part is deeper than what it is. If you have a 13x6, then you could just go straight. But if you have a 13x4, then I recommend doing like a little curve with the part. And then after the wig cap has set, I'm just cutting all of the extra lace off. And then I'm going to use the glue and my rat tail comb to just lay down the extra pieces that are lifting up. Once again, I'm saying this so many times because I don't want y'all to make the mistake I did. I do not recommend this glue at all. More than I don't recommend it. Just don't get it. Just don't waste your money on it. Don't do it to yourself. Just get the regular bolt hole lace glue. I tried to do something new and it failed miserably, but yeah, I don't recommend that glue at all. As you can see, the hair is already kind of starting to get stuck to the lace, which is why I'm struggling so much with it. But you know, it is what it is. See, and now I'm just sectioning off the pieces that I'm going to be using to create my baby hairs with. I decided to do one large swoop at the top and then another one at the bottom. So at this point, the wig is down way too far on my forehead, and later on I did end up fixing that. But yeah, I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying. I know it's looking a little rough, but just bear with me. Just trust the process. And next, I'm just taking my hot comb and flattening out the base of the baby hairs just to make sure that they're all laying forward and going the same way. And then I'm going to use a pair of scissors to cut it shorter. Now this next clip is 2 days later, and as you can see, I've moved the wig further back on my forehead so it's not so close. And now I'm just cutting off the sideburns. So I'm just gonna cut it and slick it down with some Got2b glue spray. And I forgot to get some clips of the end result for you guys. I'm so sorry, but I do have pictures posted on my Instagram and videos on TikTok. I'm so sorry that I forgot to get the end look of the hair, but this is the end of today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.